ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
I have a question
Okay.
that regarding the mangaLASAsanam. Yes, as it is said in this discourse that the mangaLASAsanam is like blessing the Lord actually, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
My question is that are we eligible for doing mangaLASAsanam? As Lord Himself is very like wow to say He's the most elder one. We are not supposed to do it. But how we can? Our sampradayam has that. That's my doubt, Swami.
Okay, it's a very good question. Actually, Purvacharyas have analyzed this particular aspect very clearly and explained this in context of Periyalvar especially. Yes, Periyalvar is the one who specifically performed mangaLASAsanam to bhagavAn. When bhagavAn appeared on the sky after Periyalvar had established Vishnu Paratvam in the king's court. At the time, bhagavAn appears on the Garuda Vahanam and he comes down from Paramapadam to see Periyalvar being honored by the king and everyone. So as soon as bhagavAn appears on the sky, Periyalvar sees him and at once he starts singing Pallandu. That Pallandu is nothing but mangaLASAsanam. And this is happening out of the great care which Periyalvar has, great love or great care which Periyalvar has towards bhagavAn. This is the motherly affection which Yashoda Mata had towards Krishna. Even though Krishna is supreme, bhagavAn, still Yashoda Mata did not see him as supreme. She only saw him as her child. Even though she has observed some of the supernatural activities of Krishna, still she only treats him as a child and shows his motherly affection, motherly care, and always looks out for his well-being and safety. So this motherly affection, that is the root cause for a person performing mangaLASAsanam to another person. So if we desire that someone should live long, if we wish that someone is doing well, then that is because of our motherly affection, that particular concern towards that person. So this is what our acharyas, especially Pillai Lokacharya, following the footsteps of Nambillai, explains in Sri Vachana Bhushanam. So he questions directly in a very drastic way, saying that isn't mangaLASAsanam Swarupa Viruddham, just like how you are asking now. mangaLASAsanam is contrary to the true nature. Swarupa means true nature, Viruddha means contrary, true nature of the Jivatma, especially when performed towards bhagavAn, because Jivatma means Sheshabhuta, that is subservient to bhagavAn, and bhagavAn means he is supreme, he is superior to Jivatma and he is the Lord. So he is the master, we are the servant. He is the superior person, we are the subordinate person. He is great and we are insignificant. So in this case, isn't it contradictory that someone who is insignificant looks at someone who is great and say, you live long live, you have to be well protected. All of these words, isn't it contradictory? That is the question being raised. So exact same question which you are asking. And our acharyas, especially here, Pillai Lokacharya, explains this very clearly, that when we are in jnana bhava, that is, when we just think about knowledge, about supreme, about the self being subservient to the supreme Lord, and how the self should serve and be protected by the Lord, all of that. So when we are just in that knowledge mode, then we will think that we are to be protected and Bhagavan is the one who is protecting us. Bhagavan has to bless us and we have to be taken care of by Bhagavan. So this is what we will see when we are in the mode of knowledge. So this is what is called as Jnana Bhavam. But when we are in Prema Bhavam, when we are having overwhelming love towards Bhagavan, at that time, all of these knowledge aspect will disappear. Now we will start thinking that, oh, Bhagavan is so tender, he is so beautiful. And if he is descending to this material world, which is full of dangers, which is full of inauspiciousness, how will he survive? He is very tender, he is very soft, he is very beautiful. It will be very dangerous for him in this world. Because of that overwhelming love, just like a mother having overwhelming love towards her child, just like Mother Yashoda was having overwhelming love towards Krishna, even though Krishna had all the abilities, the same kind of thought process will occur in a person who is overwhelmed with love towards Bhagavan. So at that time, the roles get reversed. That is what is explained by Pillai Lokacharya. The roles get reversed means now we take up the responsibility of protecting Bhagavan. We think that he is in danger because this world is an evil world and he is very, very tender, he is very, very soft, he is very, very beautiful. And someone who is like that will be the prime target for danger. Again, we have to relate with the mother-child relationship. Even though the child may be a great wrestler, maybe a great fighter, maybe a great soldier, he may have killed thousands of enemy forces, but still the mother, when she looks at him, she will look at him with care and with love. So you have to be very, very careful. When you go to the battlefield, you have to be very, very careful, as if he doesn't know and she knows everything. She hasn't even seen a battlefield, but she will still give him so much advice. That is out of her great love. So this prema bhava, this mode of love, will reverse the roles. And at that time, if we did this mangaLASAsanam, then it is very, very apt. And because of this mangaLASAsanam being the prime activity, prime motive of Periyalvar, he got that name Periyalvar. It is because of that overwhelming love, Vishnu Chitta became Periyalvar. So we can see from the Purvacharya's explanations that in Prema Bhava, this mangaLASAsanam is very, very apt. In Jnana Bhavam, of course, we will think that Bhagavan is the one, he is the Rakshaka, he will protect us. But when we are in the Prema Bhava, then we will start thinking that we have to protect him. And that time, we bless him. You live long, you take care of yourself. So we start blessing him, we start advising him, and so on. And this is because of that overwhelming love. There is a bit of, it is known as Asthane Bayashankai. That means unnecessary fear. Where there is no need to fear, It is out of that overwhelming love, we start fearing for Bhagavan, and because of that, we perform mangaLASAsanam. So this is how our Purvacharyas have explained this principle. And finally, um, our Acharyas, especially Pulelokacharya, has told that, has explained that we have to follow in the footsteps of Periyalvar and Emberumanar. Both of them have always looked out for the well-being of Bhagavan and caring for him. So even though we may not be in the Prema Bhava exactly, but we have to aspire for it, and we have to constantly perform mangaLASAsanam. And our acharyas have arranged in such a way that on a day-to-day basis we recite Pallandu Pallandu Pallayrathandu, so that whether we know or not, we are all engaging in mangaLASAsanam. So it is a divine arrangement by our Purvacharyas to engage us in this mangaLASAsanam.
Dhanyavasmi Swami.
ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.